Story family. This is Allison Gilliard with Run Your Story, where every story needs to be heard. And what a story from my new friend, Jordyn Moyles. We've actually known each other a while, and we've seen each other at races, and we have several mutual friends. But thank you, Marty, from the Women's Resource Center, for getting us connected. And Jordyn is just so stinking cool. Absolutely adore her. And so it was so fun to get to actually sit down and hear her story. I think that's why I love this podcast so much, is because I've gotten to know more people and their stories, and they're beautiful. They're so good. And Jordyn's is no different. And I appreciated how she said if you would have told her when she was older in college that she would be a runner, she wouldn't have believed you, because in high school she didn't run. And she started running as an outlet while in nursing school. And that is just so great. And again, the beauty of running and our stories is that they're so different, and so many different reasons why we're on the pavement. And as Jordyn shares, her story has continued, and it has continued with her kids and with the Women's Resource Center 5K and just all the things. And Jordyn has goals. Her goals are amazing. And her mantra to outrun your mind, whoo, so good. That one hit me hard, and I truly appreciate that. And something else that Jordyn talks about is finding that redemption run. You know, sometimes we may not feel properly, or something happens, or the weather, or whatever it may be. We just are like, man, that was just not a good run. In our minds, we're thinking that. And there's always another one. And so I totally appreciate Jordyn sharing that mindset and for all that she does for this running community. Guys, if you don't know her, I'd love to introduce you to her. She's such a sweet spirit, has such a kind heart, and just amazing words to outrun your mind. Absolutely incredible. And speaking of running, guys, our podcast partner this month is the Women's Resource Center, and they have a 5K, This Is Life, coming up on September 28th. It's going to be at the Sims Honor Park. Families, strollers, the community is welcome. Come out and have some fun with us. You can find out more and register at wrcmobile.org/events. You can also go to runyourstory.com, and there is a link there. Guys, the Women's Resource Center is a community-minded and faith-based ministry that does life with our neighbors who need them most. Guys, if you want to volunteer, if you want to see how you can get involved, if you want to go into the schools and help educate or share your stories with students, with the future, then you can do that. There's a place for you at the Women's Resource Center, and I know Marty and the staff there would help you find that. Guys, the Women's Resource Center, they have medical services, parenting, and educational. They are helping our community be a better community, one family, one student, one moment at a time. And guys, to learn more about them, again, you can go to wrcmobile.org, or you can also go to runyourstory.com. We appreciate what the Women's Resource Center does. And not only are they helping build our community, but they love the running community. And they're just beautiful, beautiful human beings that are there, and just absolutely love them. So guys, come out to This Is Life 5K and let's have some fun. Oh, it's going to be good, because I know that they're putting on such an amazing race. All right, guys, lace up those running shoes, get ready, get set, and go run with my friend Jordyn and outrun your mind. Thank you, Jordyn, for doing this.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yay! I'm excited too, because you are not only a runner, but you're also a Women's Resource Center runner. So,
yes. Oh, yes, I love the Women's Resource Center and all that they do for the community, and just happy to be part of their run again this year.
Yay! So excited. So let's get started. How does your run story begin?
So I started running in college. Some of my friends in nursing school were like, let's start running, just as a nice way to take a break from studying, a guilt-free way. You don't feel like you're just sitting on the couch watching TV. Let's go for a run. We can talk while we do it. So we started with Couch to 5K, and then one of them got the idea, let's do a half marathon. So we went from Couch to 5K to a half marathon. And
Absolutely. Because if you can run a 5K, you can run a marathon.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that.
It was good, though. It really was. It was a good mental break from nursing school, and something that I didn't ever think I would do was run, but it was a good start for me.
Yeah. So you get through nursing school. You're still running.
Yes.
Okay. And then you have a family.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So the great thing about running that I really appreciate is that it's always there, but sometimes life, you have to take a little sidetrack. So let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So I had my oldest in 2016, and I ran up until a few months maybe before she was born, and my family was like, you really need to stop. So anyway, I took a break, and then after I think she was about 1, I started doing a class here in Mobile, stroller strides in Municipal Park, and did a little bit of running with the jogging stroller then, nothing crazy. And then I feel like I probably took a pretty good little break between then and then my youngest being born. He was born 2 years later. So it was after that I really picked back up. A friend of mine was real encouraging to get me back out there in the running world. So I was thankful for that.
I love that. And let me just say this.
Yes.
You moms with strollers, I love that you guys pass me. You know, like
I
love that.
No,
like y'all are beasts.
No, oh my goodness, no. But it is fun to get to have them along sometimes.
Absolutely. I love that. What are some lessons that you've learned from running?
Definitely, for me, I would say it encouraged me to not be a little hesitant to try anything else that may have been something I didn't think I might be interested in. Just to give something a try. Don't knock it till you try it. Because if you would have told me I would be a runner in high school, I would have probably been like, no, definitely not. Definitely not. So just get out there and do it if you feel like it's something you might want to do.
That's good. Okay. What is your favorite race?
My favorite race would be Big Beach Half Marathon in Gulf Shores.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I loved it so much. Loved the course. Loved running it with friends. It's just a really pretty course. And the whole experience. It was just a good weekend.
Yeah. That's okay. Let's talk about routine.
Okay.
Do you have one?
So let's see. Before, I do try to make myself be good about drinking enough water and electrolytes, stretching, and then maybe either a light run or a walk maybe the day before, just to do a little something, but nothing too crazy. And then, of course, you have to lay out your race day outfit.
That's right, flat Jordyn.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes, gotta have it. Gotta have it ready, all the accessories that go with that. But that's probably about all I do. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. So you have a great time during the race. You cross the finish line. Post-race routine, what does that look like?
Definitely food. Gotta find food.
Okay. Do you have something that you're like, I want to eat this right now?
I feel like I always want breakfast or brunch food.
Ooh,
like,
okay,
I don't
that's
know
good.
if it's because races are a lot of times in the morning, and I don't eat a heavy breakfast before, so I don't want anything super heavy after, but like Mr. Brunch and coffee just seems to be.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotta have that after a run.
So you've eaten anything else that you'd like to do after a race?
Oh, I really look forward to just a relaxed day with the family.
Yeah.
A lot of races are on Saturdays, so you've done that. You go get something to eat and then just maybe hang out at home.
I love it. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yep.
So good. Do you have a favorite breakfast place or brunch place that you like?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, man. You can't go wrong with Cracker Barrel. I feel bad to say it's probably my favorite. But
hey, their hash browns are good.
They are. Their pancakes, too.
They're right.
Yeah. I guess we've been there after a few races, so that kind of stands out in my mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not a bad answer,
Right.
Jordyn. It's a good answer.
Can't go wrong with it.
Do you have a pre-race, something that you like to eat, either the night before or morning of?
Morning of, I always stick to my frozen waffle with peanut butter and banana, and that's always been my thing. If it's a race that we have to travel for, my toasters come in with me so that I can.
Is it really?
Yes.
What?
Yep. Gotta have my toaster. My friends are like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, we need it. We need it."
Okay, what's the brand of frozen waffle that you like?
I like Vans.
Okay, that's
or
fair.
Kodiak cake,
Yeah,
whatever.
okay.
Any of the freeze, just pre-made, nothing fancy.
What?
Yep, gotta have my toaster though, because you can't heat it up. It's not the same.
No, I like that. What you pack in your essentials is my toaster.
My toaster. I know.
That is like the best answer ever.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, besides the toaster being your favorite item, okay, running. What is something that you will not go running without?
I love my little handheld water bottle. Gotta have my water or electrolytes, whatever's in it. But it's got a little pocket where you can put a gel or your chopstick or whatever else you think you might need. So I definitely have to have that.
Okay. That's a good answer. Good answer. And then the other hand has the waffle. Just
right. Well, I'll try to eat that one beforehand, but if not.
All right. Let's talk running shoes.
Okay. I have been in Asics gel Nimbus for years, and I'm a creature of habit. I've just stuck to that. I did try one other Asics, and they weren't my favorite, so just stick to my same old shoe.
Do you like the new updated version of the Nimbus?
I don't have the new one yet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm always looking, and I want to say that I might like them, but they look a little cushiony for me.
Okay.
I don't know. So I got the version that I had previously. I just went ahead and ordered another of that version.
You're like, just in case.
Hold on to what I know I like. Creature of habit.
Let's talk about long runs.
Okay.
How do you fuel? What do you take with you?
Definitely my water. If I don't have water in that, I'll maybe stick, like if we're running in the neighborhood, sometimes we'll set a cooler of water or body armor, something like that. Even this summer we got into Pedialyte popsicles, throwing some of those in there. Other than that, I really don't mind the goo, like the gels. I know not everyone does, but I like those, or honey stinger gels. Those are good too. And then also with the heat, the salt stick.
Oh, yes.
Those really help a lot.
Do you like do you like the ones that you just stick in? And
That's the only ones I've tried.
Okay.
I probably should venture out and try
something else, it's good.
But I do like those.
And they come in different tastes. Like
that's true, right? The flavor, yes.
Yeah, I like the flavors.
Yes,
You're like
good ones.
That's a salty.
Right? It is. It works.
It does. Yeah. Let's talk about running memory. Is there a core running memory that when you think about, you're like, man, that was such a good running memory?
Yes, definitely. The Women's Resource Center run in 2021, my babies got to come with me in the stroller on that one. That was the first race they've ever been to, and they had so much fun, which just made it so much more fun for me. It was such a fun, family-friendly event. It was a really good run.
Did you push them in the stroller during that one?
Yes.
In the hills for that?
I
told her beast, Jordyn!
Oh, we made it. We made it
wow.
through. It was a good one. And that year it was in May. I guess maybe it wasn't in September like it usually is, but it was a good run.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Well, can I be honest? That was the only one that they've been pushed in a race before, but they had a lot of fun.
That's a hilly, hardcore course.
It was, yes. You're right. And I knew that, but I was like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We were fine.
You had the time of your life.
Right. It wasn't like I'm trying to make a certain time. We just
But I bet you did.
Fun. Oh, I don't know.
I bet, yeah. What's your age bracket again?
Oh, goodness.
I'm just trying to make sure we're not in the same bracket.
Come
the 28th.
I'm 34, so whichever bracket that is.
I don't know if they've broken it down
right into different,
different ones, but
good.
Okay. Yeah. Do you listen to music when you run?
So I love music.
Okay.
But I don't have to have it on a run. I kind of like audiobooks or podcasts. Love the Run in Your Story.
Oh,
save that one for my runs.
Yay.
Like, it just helps on a run. It makes such a difference.
I love that.
But I do. And I really honestly prefer my friends. I would rather just talk than listen to anything else.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love that. Let's talk about recovery tools.
Okay.
Do you have something that you're like, ooh, that's such a good recovery tool?
I really like my foam roller. I don't use it probably as often as I should, but it does. When I take the time to actually use it appropriately, it does help make a difference.
Okay. Let's talk about cross training. When you're not running, is there something that you like to do?
I like to lift weights, and then recently I've started trying to do some Pilates classes.
Ooh,
which is actually really, they're really good. It's a good stretch and stability kind of moves, those type things. So,
okay. Yeah. Where are you doing the Pilates classes at?
I do those at Club 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's called Shapes, but it's like Pilates and yoga. It's a little bit of 15 minutes of, I should know exactly what it is, but it's good. Whatever it is.
You're like, when it's good.
Yes, that's right.
Is there a race that you're like, not my favorite?
I really hate to say this because it was my first half marathon, and it was nothing against. Like I told you, I loved loved training with my friends. That was the one I did in nursing school, but I didn't know how to fuel or hydrate at all. Literally ran the whole thing just grabbing a water at the water station or a Gatorade here or there. Didn't know anything about gels or eating right beforehand. And I made it. I crossed the finish line, but after that, I just did not feel good at all. So lesson learned.
Mm-hmm.
Lesson learned. I think that's another reason why Big Beach is one of my favorite runs, because it was, in a way, a redemptive race for me, because I had learned so much from that experience. And they were about 10 years apart. So I learned a lot in that time, and how to hydrate better and fuel better. And I just felt so good and like running Big Beach. And like at the end, I was like, oh, this is much better.
This is how it's supposed to go.
Because if I'm being honest, after the Seaside half that I did in 2012, I said, I'm not doing that again. That's not for me. So to feel so much better after fueling right and being hydrated and having a good race, it was just a really good feeling.
Do you think you would go back and do that one again to see?
I would consider it. The course wasn't my favorite, but I would consider it.
That's fair. Hey, a course makes a difference.
Slanty, like sloped kind of.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of rough on your hips, on your joints and all, but it was a really pretty place overall.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Is that the one that you get the Vera
Bradley?
Bradley?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, when you're in college, you're like, yeah, I'll sign up for that race. That sounds fun. But it was also down and back too, which I don't necessarily love either. But I didn't know that I didn't love it at the time. You know?
It's your first one. And you just ran a 5K. You're like,
exactly.
What the half?
Exactly.
Let's say that somebody comes to you and you're like, Jordyn, I want to get started hitting the pavement. What is a piece of advice you give them?
I would just say just go for it. Like, take it slow. Don't feel like in a rush to have a set pace or a set mileage. Just take the time to slowly build your mileage up, and I think you'll enjoy it a whole lot more if you go into it with that mindset versus, oh, I gotta finish in this time or make it to 6 miles this week or however.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's really good. When it's hot or it's a long distance run and you're like, man, I want to quit, what is something that you tell yourself?
I have to tell myself that I can outrun my mind. I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh, that is so good.
But
okay.
Like physically, you have more in the tank than what your mind thinks you do at this time. So just keep going, keep moving.
Ooh, say that again though, Jordyn.
Outrun your mind.
Outrun your mind.
When I was thinking that, I was like, does that even make sense?
It does.
Because a lot of it is mental.
100%.
But yeah, for me, majority of it is for sure mental. So
wow.
Just do it. Just outrun your mind. Keep going. You can do it. You can't give in to the thoughts of, I don't think I can do this anymore. I need to stop, because you really can. Keep on.
That is so good.
Thank you.
I'm stealing that for myself.
Go for it. Absolutely.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Running goals?
I would love to do a marathon one day.
Okay.
My best friend. And I have that same goal. So I've got somebody that will go along the training and all that goes into it. And now I've said it on the podcast.
You have. It's out there.
It's out there. It has to happen. Which is good. I want it to happen. But just not sure quite when or where.
Okay.
But hopefully, probably something local, because I would want my family to get to be there for that. So we'll see. We'll see what
Mississippi Gulf Coast is a great
that's not
full
far.
one. Yeah, no, it's an hour away.
Yeah.
And it ends on the Shuckers baseball stadium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really cool. I'll have to look into that for sure.
I have a friend running. We always make it a girls' trip. There's a bunch of us doing the half, and we have a couple of friends that are doing the full.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I just hope I make it before they do.
You will. You will. You totally will.
No, but I appreciate that, Jordyn.
Yes,
yeah, but
you got this.
But it's a good one. It's majority flat, except for the last mile.
Okay.
So that would be
Even
a good
better.
one.
Even
and
better.
it's a point to point.
Okay.
So
yeah. Okay. I do like that.
There you go.
Yes. Very good.
And I would love to say it's the beach.
Right.
But
right. Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
It's the Mississippi. Anyway,
right.
Yeah, it's
That's
a good one
thing.
though. It
It's
really
close.
is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. I'm glad you
Just
told me
throwing it
about
out there.
that one.
It's a good one. Yeah,
For
absolutely.
Sure.
What's your favorite length to run? Whether it's a training run or it's race day. What is it just gets you excited.
Yes. I think I really like the 10K or a half.
Ooh, okay.
Longer. Not crazy long, but it takes me a few miles to really get into the run anyway. So 5Ks are not usually I enjoy them, but I'm not one that's gonna sprint from the get-go. It takes me a little bit to get into it and really feel comfortable. And then a couple miles in, then I'm like, okay, this is nice. I like this. So probably a 10K would probably be my favorite.
Love that. Okay. That's good. That's good. When you aren't running, what fuels you? What are you passionate about?
Well, both of my kids are like getting into their own sports and activities. So I love going to their practices and games and just being with family. I also like reading. So
Okay.
reading in my free time.
Yeah.
Reading and running. That's my me time.
The ours and ours.
Right. Yep. That's right.
What makes you excited about the Women's Resource Center run that's coming up?
I just love the crowd. I love being there with runners and getting to support such a wonderful local ministry.
Absolutely. And like you said, it is very family oriented. There are so many kids, and
it is.
I really enjoy, seeing all the strollers, whether they pass me or not.
Yes,
but it's
fun.
It is. And it's the community coming together. And I think that's really cool.
I love it. I love all the little kids that run way faster than me.
Yeah.
You go. You go.
And then they stall out at the.
They do.
You know?
They do. It's so cute, though. I love it. I love it so much.
Any final words of wisdom, Jordyn?
I would say I think I may have already said this, but if you are considering running, just get out there. It's not about the distance or the pace or any of that. Just if you want to run, you should go for it.
That's so good. Thank you, Jordyn, for this.
Thank you so much
excited.
for having me. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, what a mantra, right, guys? Go outrun your mind. So good. Jordyn, thank you for sharing your story, for sharing your heart. And I'm so glad that you're part of this running community, and just an absolutely phenomenal human being you are, and the passion and love that you have, not only for running, but your family and for the Women's Resource Center. You are golden, my dear. Absolutely love you. Such a fan of yours. And I'm so thankful that we've gotten to know each other through mutual friends, but also that we got to know each other in this podcast. So I truly appreciate you and your heart, and just keep running, my friend, because you're amazing. And again, thank you to the Women's Resource Center for being our podcast partner for this month. We believe in the Women's Resource Center, and they believe in Run Your Story. And definitely, guys, come out and run on September 28th with us at This Is Life 5K. It is such a beautiful race. These ladies know how to have a good time, and it is so fun. So definitely come out. And they're doing everything they can to take care of the running community. They absolutely love this race, and it's a way for all of us to give back to our neighbors, because that's who the Women's Resource Center takes care of, is our neighbors. And so thank you to the staff and the volunteers and the board members of the Women's Resource Center for what you do and for who you are and for making this community better. So thank you so much. And as always, to Mars Hill, thank you so much for giving us a safe place to be able to record. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. And they are so accommodating for Run Your Story podcast. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am to be a part of a church that believes in the running community, that believes in running stories. They believe that our stories intertwine us and our stories matter. And I am so thankful that we have Mars Hill. Guys, if you're not a Patreon supporter, you should be. Love our Patreon family members. They are absolutely amazing. They have kept this podcast going. I cannot believe in just a few months we'll be celebrating year 2. It's wild. And so that is all because of our Patreon supporters. And they make sure that this podcast is taken care of financially. And we are truly grateful for them. And one way to show support, guys, is to go like, share, and comment on this story. And we appreciate that so much. And so please do that. And if you haven't subscribed to either the YouTube channel or haven't subscribed to your Spotify or Apple, whatever you listen to, go and subscribe. That just helps as well. And so we love to get your stories out there, and it is truly an honor to share them. So definitely do that. As always, Gilliard Tech Services. Gray makes us sound so good. He is such a great dude, and he is always working on the website. So definitely check him out for your website needs. Gilliard Tech Services. He can build you a new one or update that existing one, and he will exceed your expectations. So definitely check him out at Gilliard Tech Services. He can also be found on social media. All right, guys, until next time, go run your story, because every story needs to be heard.